Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on this look right here using the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill Palette Volume 2. I hope you guys enjoy. If so, please give my video a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe to my channel. Now let's get into the video. I'll be priming my face using both the Maybelline Master Primer and the Blur Define, as well as the Pore Minimizer. With the Pore Minimizer, I'll be applying this into my T-zone. This is mostly where my pores are noticeable. I do not apply this all around my face. Then next, I'll go in with the Blur Define. Yeah, I'm just trying to get the product out. It was kind of really low, but I'll be applying this onto my cheeks and my forehead just to make sure my foundation sits on my skin perfectly. Okay, this step is optional, but I'll be going in with the BECCA Shimmering Skin Perfector Spotlight. I love how this looks underneath my foundation. It gives me such a glowy look. I don't know about y'all, but I love to glow. So this step is very important to me. I'll be going in with my Real Technique sponge and I will blend this into my skin. I can use this without makeup and be completely fine. This gives my skin such a glowy and finished look. It makes me look like I'm awakened. And it just... who doesn't love to glow? I don't know about y'all, but I just love to glow. Okay, next I'll be going in with the Tarte Maracuja oil. To be completely honest with you guys, I did not expect this oil to be part of my routine. I received it as a sample one day, and when I gave it a try, I immediately fell in love with it. I had to go back and buy another one. This oil is just amazing, you guys. This has been such a huge part of doing my makeup and also just being hydrated with my skin because I do have very dry skin in the winter. But I will go in with my Real Technique sponge and it will just dissolve into my skin. Favorite foundation is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is in shade 60C. I love this foundation so much because it's lightweight. I hate foundation that feels very heavy and just caked on. This foundation is very light, it's very natural, and I just love it very much. How I apply it is I'll put a bunch of dots all around my face, as you can see, looking crazy. Then I'll go in with a brush and I will blend this in. I don't use the sponge. I will use the sponge after I finish blending in with the brush. The reason for that is because the brush gives me more of a coverage. The sponge kind of picks up way too much product for me, and then I'll have to go in with more foundation, which I don't like to do. So I will go in with the brush and I will apply this all around my skin. I am not going to lie to you guys, this shade is very light. The reason for it is because I bronze my face a lot. So having a dark foundation and also doing bronzer, you don't want to look orange in the face. So I'm going to look crazy right now, but trust me, it's going to look fine at the end. But I just look very pale right now. In the winter, I get lighter. I'm pretty sure many people do. But I just go with a light foundation just to be safe, and then I will bronze my face up. You'll see it. It will all come together. Just believe in me. Right now, I look crazy. Don't laugh at me. My Real Technique sponge, I'll be going in and picking up any extra product that was left on my face, as well as making sure my foundation is fully blended out. Then I will go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer. I had this concealer for a very long time, so I'm not sure which shade it is, but it's a very dark shade. So I would just apply this in the structure of my face. Like I said, I really bronze my face, so I have two types of method to how I bronze my face, which is the concealer bronzer and then the powder bronzer. So this step is the concealer bronzer, which I will apply this in the structure of my face, which is the side of my chins, my forehead, my cheeks, underneath my lips, and my nose. I will take my kabuki brush and then I will blend this all out. After blending this in, I will also be going in with my Real Techniques and I will blend this in as well. But just make sure everything is well blended out. Next will be concealer. I'll be using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is in shade 11. I am not going to lie, you guys, this concealer is pretty light. I don't know why my foundation and my concealer are both light, but it all works out at the end, so that's the most important part. So I'll be going in and just highlighting my T-zone. Underneath my eyes, I do have a little bit of dark circles, so I just want to make sure that's covered. Then I will just highlight the bridge of my nose, the top of my lips, my chin, and my forehead. And I'll just go in with my Real Technique and just blend everything in. Next, you're going to set your makeup. Of course, you can't just be doing all this work and not set your face. So I'll just be going in with my Anastasia setting powder called Vanilla, and I'll just apply this wherever I put my concealer. I also apply the powder on the sides of my lips just to make sure nothing creases, as well as underneath my cheekbone. This just makes sure everything looks sharp and clean when bronzing my face. Filling in my brows with the Anastasia Dip Brow. This is in chocolate. How I do my brows is I'll first brush out my hair, focusing on the outer parts of my brows first, and then working my way in. My advice when doing your brows, you want to mainly focus all the product on the outer parts of your brows. You barely want any product remaining on your brush when going inwards. You just want to draw a line shaping out your brows, and then you want to flick your brush upwards as though you're drawing hair. But any product left on your brush should be mainly focused on your arch, but do not dip your brow brush into any more product when working inwards. You don't really want the box eyebrows, like, you know, where it doesn't look real. So you just want to make sure that it's very faded in the front, and then on the back, all the products should be mainly focused on the arch. Going in with my NARS Concealer, I only use this to carve out my brows as well as making cut creases whenever I do eyeshadow looks. But what I'm doing is I'm basically cleaning up my brows. Whenever you do your eyebrows, it's always important to clean it up with concealer afterwards, just to make sure you know you don't have any extra products if you was messing up a lot or you just want a cleaner look. I do this to make sure I just have a cleaner, sharper eyebrow look. Now that both of my brows are filled in, I'll be going back in with my Anastasia setting powder. This step is very optional. The reason why I did this, I don't normally do this. Only reason I did is because I have blonde hair right now and my eyebrows look very, very dark. So I was hoping that the setting powder would make it a little bit lighter. Not really. This was I was laughing at myself. I look very silly, but this step is very optional. It didn't make a big difference, so that's why I'm saying I don't really think this would change anything. But my goal was to try to see if my eyebrows would get just a little bit lighter, because having blonde hair and very dark eyebrows does not kind of go well. So I was kind of getting nervous, but yeah, that was the goal for the setting of brows. Using my Anastasia powder bronzer, I'll be bronzing up my face. I did not realize how much Anastasia products I had until now, so I'm so sorry if you're hearing this name very often. But I'll be bronzing up my face with this bronzer. This bronzer is very, very beautiful. I love it very much. I'll be bronzing up my cheekbones, my jawline, and my forehead, as well as my nose. The setting powder is finished setting on your skin, you're just going to go in and brush away all the remaining product. Using the same bronzer, I'll just be structuring out my nose with the angle brush. Using a fluffy brush, I will be blending out the bronzer, making sure there's no harsh line and everything looks natural. Blush I'll be using is from MAC called Pinch Me. I love this blush very much. It gives me a natural pink tone. How I apply my blush is I will smile, showing the structure of my cheekbones. This just makes it very easy to know where to apply the blush. Using my Huda Beauty Winter palette, I'll be going in with Northern Lights, applying this on my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, as well as my chin and forehead. Now it's time for eyeshadow, you guys. I will be going in with the Jaclyn Hill palette volume 2. This palette is amazing, you guys. The colors are beautiful. I am in love with this palette. But let me just get into this. Right now I'll be taking the shade Perfectionist and I will be applying this all over my lid. This will be my base tone. Basically, when you're doing a base, you just want to make sure the color is very natural and neutral, and you just want to apply this all over your lid before going into any other shades. Using the color called Heart On, I will be focusing this on the outer parts of my lids, as well as applying this with a fluffy brush to blend out the color and build the color to the perfect shade. Using the shade called Living My Best Life. Yes, of course I had to use that. Oh, it was calling my name. But I will be focusing this on the outer parts of my lids as well. But I will be using a more of the finer brush to make sure that this color is only in that one area of my lid. Using a clean brush, this brush has no product at all. I will be blending everything out, getting rid of all the harsh lines. You just want to keep blending until everything looks perfect to you. Using my NARS Concealer again, I will be going in carving out my cut crease. I start from the inner parts of my lids and working my way out. Next, I will be going in with Empowered. I will be applying this on top of the concealer. This will be going in on the inner parts of my lid. Using my NYX eyeliner, I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to create a wing, so I made a tiny one. I just thought I would make a natural little tiny wing, but as I was doing it, it kept getting more dramatic and dramatic and dramatic, so I just said forget it. But I'm glad I did because I fell in love with it at the end. Using my LENA lashes as well as my Maybelline Rocket Volume Mascara, I will be applying this mascara to the lower lashes as well as blending in my real lashes to the falsies. was wondering what was missing. I completely forgot to add eyeshadow on the bottom parts of my eyes. Taking Heart On and Living My Best, I will be blending both in. This will create a more dramatic look. Fixing up my lower lashes, I will be going back in with that mascara and just applying more just to make sure it's dark and the eyeshadow didn't cover up my eyelash. Taking my favorite drugstore lip liner by Jordana called COCO LOCO, I will be outlining my lips, creating an ombre effect. Liquid lipstick, I will be applying this over the lip liner, mainly focusing this on the lip liner. I would just be blending everything in. The lip liner and the lipstick mixed together so it would turn darker because the lipstick is very natural to my lip tone. So I would just make sure that all this is blended in, and then after that I will go in with a lipstick, a nude lipstick, and just apply this in the inner parts of my lips. Using my Maybelline matte lipstick called Hot Sand, I will be applying this on the inner parts of my lips. I will also be using my fingers to blend this out. This will just create the perfect ombre lips. I didn't realize I wasn't recording, but I added my Fenty lip gloss on top of the lipstick.